Okay, so second podcast already. I'm staying in an apartment in Broadbeach on the Gold Coast for a week by myself. So, got a lot of thoughts that I'm having, and I'm not with anyone. So, what I want to delve into today, the reason I'm puffing is because I just came back from I was kicking my footy down at the soccer fields with all the soccer players staring at me like a weirdo, rugby player kicking the ball. Also, all these soccer players are thinking, what the hell are you doing on our field, bro? Anyway, I was nailing the kicks, so I think they were Myron, to be honest. Anywho. So yeah, what I want to delve into today is connection. And the reason, there's a fundamental question that I often ask myself, or a philosophical question, about the man that created Apple, Steve Jobs. Was he good or was he bad? And so, getting back to connection, we're all on our phones, we're all on our devices now, and we're so disconnected. We're not connected. We think we are with social media, but we're actually disconnected. Think about it. We're all just, you go out in public and look at all the people with their heads down on their phones. They're not communicating with each other. They're just on their phone, and they're out in public. 50 years ago, everyone would be talking, everyone would be getting along. Well, unless there was war, but other than that, unless it was a rough place, but if it was a good community, people would be talking, and now they're all on their devices. Anywho, so I don't really know what else I want to elaborate about that. I just wanted to mention that. And what are your thoughts? I really would like to know. What are your people's thoughts? Because we're at a time in the world where, as I mentioned in the last podcast, where humanity is evolving, and it's not evolving physically so much. It is. We are evolving physically at a slower rate, though, I think. Mentally, we're at a place in time where, we're in the age of intelligence, the age of information. Like, we have never had access to so much information. And on YouTube, I think there's a statistic like people are uploading videos on YouTube at an exponential rate. And now they have, not even people. It's like artificial intelligence is uploading videos and stuff like that. So, videos, when I say exponential, I mean, say there was 2 videos posted yesterday, there'd be 10 the next day, and then 50, and then 3,000, and stuff like that. So it's just insane. We're bombarded. Our minds are bombarded by all this information, and it's amazing. But you can let it fuck you. You can really let it fuck you in the ass. Like, honestly, I did that for many years. Like, I honestly did. And I just stayed home. I smoked weed, and I did fucking nothing with my life. I posted this video on Facebook today, and I think it's incredibly true. It's this guy, and he's talking about, hang on, what is it? 10 Things That Will Change Your Life Immediately by Jim Kwik. He's this, look like a Filipino guy, but it's just so true. He starts off with the 10 foods that would be best for your optimal function as a human being. We're evolving. And it's whether you choose to evolve or not, you literally can. Like, yes, you're born with your genetics, you're stuck with them, pretty much, unless you can get some sort of surgery to try and fix yourself, like these chicks with Botox, who I, to be honest, think look like fucking absolutely stupid, but that's just my opinion. I think they look they're more beautiful the way they are born, and it's sad. It is sad because, girls, they don't understand. They don't realize that they're just trying to compete with themselves. It's like when I used to train for the gym, and I used to put on all this muscle, and I loved it, and I still love it. It's just a fun hobby for me. And I did a competition, and most of the comments and the compliments that I was getting on that was just from other guys going to the gym. It wasn't from girls. They don't want to the bodybuilder physique isn't really appealing to a girl. It's literally, you're just impressing other dudes. And do I want that? No. I want a beautiful girl. That's obviously, I'm a straight guy. When I go out to the clubs and shit, I'd be getting all these compliments from dudes. I'd be like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. I don't want this. Anywho, So this guy, Jim Quick, this video, I think you should definitely watch it. It's absolutely fantastic. It's 10 things that will change your life immediately. And if you want to evolve as a human being, then absolutely fucking watch that shit right now. So I'm going to put this on my YouTube, which is Liam Maxwell, and also my Instagram, which is Liam_Maxwell97. Wait, is it? Hold up. What is my Instagram? I've got like 40 followers. Very unpopular guy. Anywho, it is, Liam_Maxwell97. I just got a new one like probably 2 months ago. But it's got a fair bit of information on there that I try to just put out good content that's good for, human evolution and trying to make people connected and happy and love and good lives. And that's what I'm trying to do. So why would I not put that out there and live that life myself? Live the life of the person you want to be. Literally is the wisest thing I can think at the moment. But like exercise is another key. Like I just went and did 2 hours of just kicking my footy. I was doing grubber kicks. I was doing 40-20s. There's a new rule in the NRL this year, 20-40, so you can kick it from, within your own 20 meters, and then it can go over the 40 meter line on the other side of halfway, and you'll get the ball back on the next set. That's a great rule, I reckon. I reckon it's fantastic. Anyway, so I'm just thinking, I've just exercised, literally. I started my day, it's not even 8 a.m. I started at 6, right on sunrise, and I've come back and I'm thinking all these fantastic thoughts. Like, my mind is at a great place. I'm really happy right now. I'm just by myself, but I'm putting out this content because I think it's honestly something that I needed to hear 5 years ago. It's something that I think I can help a lot of people with. I want to start my career up. I've never had a proper job. I've just had, I've been a pizza delivery driver. I've done stuff like that, a bit of labouring, whatnot. But something that I really want to do that I think will be fulfilling for me, and I want to live a fulfilling and happy life, is a mental health, like a youth worker for young boys, mentoring them. And I'm 22, turning 23 on the 11th, in a week from today, actually. And I just think, 5 years ago when I was about 18, 5 years ago exactly, I was turning 18 in a week. So, wow, I didn't even realize that. But anyway, I needed someone then, if any time, especially during my teenage years, but just a mentor to and I did, but I had mentors. I have my older mates, my older mates, Egg, shout out if you're listening to this. Rob, shout out if you're listening to this. And just these, and Jamie, my actual mentor. I've had psychologists and people like this that have helped me, guide me through this. And it was a tough time in my life, but I've come out the other side and I'm really feeling happy and optimistic towards life. I'm really grateful for that and all those people. I really am. But there's a lot of young boys, young men coming into life and going through life that don't have that. And they really need just that connection to someone to give them some guidance, to give them a bit of wisdom, and to help them through coming through life, right? Just help them grow as a man. And that's another thing, like manhood. Think about it. Manhood is in crisis. Has there ever been a time on earth where there hasn't been some sort of a ritual, some sort of a induction into manhood, where, like in the Amazon tribes where they do, crazy rituals, or, or there'd be, there's heaps of different techniques and things that different ancient cultures and just cultures in general, ethnicities, nationalities have done to induct men into manhood. Jewish people, think about what they do, and then there's, all sorts of cultures. But now I think manhood is like, you turn 18 in society and, you're thrown into it. You're a man. On the news, an 18-year-old man has just killed his girlfriend. What the fuck? He's not a man. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just turned 18 and he's been called a man. He was a boy 2 days ago. A week, 5 years ago, I was fucking turning 18 and I was thinking, I'm not a fucking man. I'm just a fucking little kid. Think. Come on. And that's what I'm going to leave it with today, because I've thrown out a lot of ideas and I've probably got a lot of people thinking, but that's what I'm thinking. So there you go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.